I've been Hell's bounty hunter for hundreds of years, and if I didn't work with metal, be it by blade, song, or steed, the Hellbender from within would take hold. After Ragnarok, throughout the 9 realms, I became known as HELWAR. And I had but one final mission to complete, for Helnora to set me and my brother Rekbold free. This is a yarn taken from the last day of my saga, where some surprises from my past come back to haunt me. In 106 pages of inky black and white, coffee-stained photocopy, gore-shredded Viking metal in a comic, and brought to you by way of heavy metal record size and form. In this campaign, I'm offering physical and digital versions of the book, as well as traditional art, pages, sketch cards, and commissions. And all first day backers will receive a free sketch card of a random character from the HELWAR universe, as well as the title track, the MP3, HELWAR. Through Hell or War, you're gonna ride with me. Beyond the ages, we want to be free from wrong. The man will be made. The better of my nightmare is heard from the gate. Through Hell or War, you're gonna ride with me.
Well, hey, what's up, everybody? You're just stumbled upon the Barbarian Brunch. This is episode number 9, and say what's up to the chat. There's me running around in there. Then we got Lord of Elk, or Eck. How you doing, man? Yeah, she says I would seem to be having good timing. Open side and something cool is happening. Right. Yeah, and then this is a time when I could actually do some streaming, so that's usually why, you know, it kind of works out for me. Had a pretty good week. Lost a couple backers, but then I gained another one too for the HELWAR campaign, so that's going pretty strong. I got 3 more shows lined up this week, so we'll be doing a little more of the second wave of promotion for the book, so we can hopefully finish this campaign strong. We'll go over that in a few minutes. And been working on working on one page actually that the holiday was pretty I don't know, kind of made me pretty tired. But I've been watching the Rob Lazar interview with on Rogan. That was always fun. And there's a new channel too where they're talking about that I just subscribed to. I forgot the name of it. They're talking about the Anunnaki and the giants. A lot of giant talk, and you know the giant from Afghanistan. That was like the main thing that I clicked on. I have to find the link, but yeah, it's like a 5-hour podcast, but it's good. The interview, the guy they're interviewing, he's like an archaeologist, kind of like Indiana Jones, but he has a YouTube channel. It's pretty cool. Got a couple of cool things I want to share with you guys today. With that being the Barbarian Brunch. There was a cartoon that was short-lived. A lot of people talk about Primal, about Gendy Tartakovsky, how he'd be perfect for Conan, and I agree too. But there was a cartoon that was short-lived. They did one pilot for. It's more of a spoof or tongue-in-cheek version of like Conan. You know, everything comes back to Conan. But yeah, I want to show you guys a little bit of it. It's actually on YouTube. There's different versions of it out there. The one I watched was like cut up into like 11 2-minute segments. It's freaking hilarious. But the character is like a cross between definitely Thundar and Conan. Let's see here. I enjoy Bob Lazar. If he's so obviously lying grifter, it's funny, but it's entertaining. Yeah, it's he's been around a long time. I remember him from Art Bell. I used to listen to that guy all the time. He was I think he was on there a few times, or at least they talked about him. But without further ado, I want to introduce you guys to Korgoth of Barbaria. Yeah. Just going to show you a little bit, though. Not a whole lot. It's a little scene. So he's voiced by Diedrich Bader from, Drew Carey's show. He's also in the Beverly Hillbillies. He played Jethro. That was like his first big role. He also does Batman, Bold and the Brave's voice. He's in Office Space. He played the white trash hillbilly kind of construction, archetype in that movie. Great actor, hilarious. Yeah, this is Kordrath. This is our Korgoth. It's a little fight scene right here. So without further ado, let me full screen it.
Look, mister, you're to come with us if you know what's right for you. The silent treatment, huh? Well, we have ways of dealing with... Use your beer.
So there's these basically like these mercenary like goons that are sent by looks like a just like a count, or maybe like a ruler of some town that's by there to come and find this this Korgoth guy.
Korgoth, no more freebies this month, okay?
Yeah, you don't spill Korgoth's beer. Yeah, so this is only a 22-minute pilot, and it never got released, I'm sure now if they tried to put it out, it would probably have a pretty good chance. But yeah, that's it goes pretty hard, man. You guys gotta check it out. It's on YouTube though. You type in Korgoth pilot and you're gonna get a couple of different versions of it. I highly recommend it. I personally think it's funny as hell. Let's see here. I've seen a few of these when he hosts let's see, Undying to Serve a Banner. I just about died laughter. Let's see, or maybe it's not Choreographed, but some other animated Barbarian shorts. Yeah, there's a bunch of them out there. This one's a little harder to find because they just did the one pilot, but it never got picked up really by Cartoon Network. I mean, they did the one, but they didn't make any more after that. But yeah, Gendy Taratovsky directed this episode, so he was already, he's already a big Howard fan. Like they even have the Black River, that's the Black River Goo, from Conan, and then Spear and Fang, that's Howard's first story, that he submitted to Weird Tales. So right off the bat, he's already, paying homage to Robert E. Howard. So that you have those two things. You have Primo, you have that, and then you have the package that he sent, Heroic Signatures. You know what I mean, for Conan, for the Conan wing which is Heroic Signatures. He sent them a pack for Primal Season 3. They were posting on their social media and on their channel community tab. So, I'm sure they've had talks about it. I'm sure it's something, they're thinking about. He's definitely, capable, if anybody. But the art style and Korgoth is a lot different. Very, kind of had like pastel or color pencil kind of looking background and stuff. Pretty cool. I liked it a lot. Yeah, let's see here. So I was thinking of some other Barbarian soup or soap. Yeah. Yep. We got the Korgoth. Yeah, so that's rated R or MA. So I want to leave a little bit so you guys can go check that out and laugh your faces off. Gonna probably show a little bit of my campaign that's still going right now, which is HELWAR. I got it. Let's see here. I'll put a link in the chat if you guys want to go over there and check it out. Maybe I'll share it real quick. This is over on Kickstarter right now. We got another 30-something days left, 35 days. But yeah, you get some backers in there, that'll be cool. The sooner is always the better. But let me full screen it right here. Yeah. So here we go. This is kind of like I'll read a little bit of it. Beat by blade, song, or steed, he is always forged with the heaviest of metals, and if not, the Hellbinger would always consume HELWAR. Brought to you by me. So yeah, it's 106 pages long. It's black and white. It's going to have really raw artwork in there. The book's done already, about 90% there. I'm just going in, and it's in the editing phase right now. I might touch up some of the stuff and maybe change a page or two, but yeah, it's done. It's already lettered, all that stuff. 106 pages. It's going to look like a heavy metal album cover, and it's about this biker right here. He's this bounty hunter for hell. His name's Bert HELWAR, and he's on the last day of his mission. He's been working for her for hundreds of years. Once he finishes this last job, he's going to be set free, and so is his brother Rekbolt. Now, if you guys want, at the campaign right here, if you guys want to come check out, there's a link right here to see the first. Maybe I'll put in the chat, see if that works. You guys could go and preview the book right here, the first 13 pages. So this book's very tongue in cheek, but it has a lot of heart, a lot of gore. Very in the vein of like Army of Darkness, that type of humor. We got an alternate cover right there by Preston Azevedo, which is badass. This is the Hellbinger right here, and that's the poster for it. We got some of the build up right here because Bert HELWAR, he's also he's in a metal band. So this is kind of one of the first pages of the book. It starts up. The band's called HELWAR. He named it after himself, but he's a guitar player. He's like the founding member. Yeah, but after Ragnarok, the bones of giants lay scattered about Midgard. Only but a few bastards of the line of Thorson remain. A few gods struggle for scraps of power above and below the hallowed earth. Helnora, goddess of Helheim, is one among the last remaining pantheon of the north that asserts her prized bounty hunter, HELWAR, to do her bidding. This is him right here chilling at Death Valley. That's the first page of the book. He's about to go in there and have word with the Death Valley Drogs, or Draugr, if you guys know about Norse myth. And he's looking for something for, obviously, Helnora. That's him going through the wall. He, had to block out some stuff right there for Kickstarter, but he's using his guitar sword. Got a little beer mug right there underneath. And he's riding Goldmane. That's his steed. So yeah, there's a last page right there available so far. I might put some more artwork up there. I've already had 2 original art pages sell. If you guys get the original art pages, it comes with the book. It's him popping a wheelie. That one's sold. Yeah, that's him and Garm. Just where do you little worm think you're headed? So he's trying to leave hell right there. So he's hanging out at his house, having some ale, maybe some mead. Who knows? You have to find out. It's him traveling through the roots of Yggdrasil. He's gonna go see the infamous Nidhogg, Gnar of Roots. Just kind of showing it off, and I'm reading a little bit too. For unaccounted years, he was a bounty dog of Helheim, hunting down anyone or anything. But to Midgard, he is a mere motor-shredding metalhead. Atop his battle steed Goldmane, with axe and sword in hand, he earned his name by chopping, carving, clawing, and shredding it into the other 8 realms. If you had courage enough to call him by that beastly name, he would become if he didn't meddle. Many fear his many names, but only the grasping breath of his survivors utter the word HELWAR. He did Helnora's bidding until finally today. Today, Bert HELWAR completes his last mission. She will set him free and his brother Rekbolt free from the chains and cold caves of Helheim. At least that's what she swears. And here's some of the back matter stuff. We got the characters right here. We got Bert, Rekbolt, the Hellbinger. So if Bert, doesn't play metal, work with metal, or slay with metal, he'll turn into this Hellbinger. Some more of the work right there. There's a Hellbinger. Yeah. Bunch of artwork on here. It's all black and white, guys. Everyone that gets the book, the print edition, you're going to get the actual book. It's going to be square. It's going to be a graphic novel, black and white. It's going to come with this poster of the Hellbinger, also a guitar pick right there, glow in the dark, and a bumper sticker. So you're going to get a few tchotchkes. So same thing with the Preston cover. We got a few of those. Got 2 commissions left. If you guys get that, you get both versions of the book, mine, Preston, and the digital one, as well as the tchotchkes. And then 11x17 commissioned by me. And that's global. And also, guys, I'm shipping this book off everywhere in the world now because people were asking me about it. Some people, I guess, are willing to pay the money. They're down to pay the extra money on the shipping. So That's why I offered it as a digital only out of the US and Canada. But now, yeah, I'm shipping it out everywhere. I figured I found a way to ship it off, so should be pretty cool. And most of the time, the backers usually come from the US, so there shouldn't be too many. But yeah, we got all the tiers right there, guys. If you want, come check it out. Check out the campaign. You can go to the. You guys could go to the updates and download. Take you to my SoundCloud, and you guys could download the song "HELWAR" that I did with my buddy Dave, our band Nightmare Nemesis. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Let me stop sharing that. So done for that time being. And there's another Barbarian book that came out. I wanted to show you guys. This one's called Barbarian Behind Bars. It's by Mad Cave. This is it right here. Barbarian Behind Bars. Let's see here. This one look kind of interesting. Yeah. Looks like something from the cosmos. Looks like he came into our world. I'm not really sure what type of barbarian he is, though, but looks like he's on trial for murder. Yeah. Let's see here. The creative team. And let's see if there's a synopsis up here. Okay. Who is the mysterious muscle-bound warrior who came to our world in a storm of magic and violence? That's what public defender Irene Chang wants you to know. The guy came out of nowhere, doesn't speak English, and now he's supposed to help him beat a murder charge after he chopped some other weird dude's head off with a magic axe in broad daylight. Of course, he may not live up to the to go to trial with all the enemies he's making in prison. Good thing his cellmate Grill, good thing his cellmate grills a mean cheese sandwich. Barbarian Behind Bars is a fight-packed fantasy prisoner thriller you didn't know you always needed. Huh. So it takes place in prison. Okay. Hence the name. I thought maybe he would get out pretty quick, but yeah, that's something to look forward to. It's out right now. I think they're on issue probably number, I'm not really sure, but looks like they're on issue 1 and 2 are out right now. Pre-orders up for 3 and 4. So it looks like it's going to be probably a 5-parter. That's usually, yeah, 5-parter. So, but yeah, that's it. Barbarian Behind Bars. You guys check it out. It should be in stores. I'll put a link in the chat for that. You guys go check that out. Let's put Behind Bars. Let's see here. Move. Oh, what's up, Hojo? How you doing, man? So what's your shipping situation? You should be using Pirate Ship, best for international. Yeah, I'm using Pirate Ship, actually. That's the one I looked into. They told me about it a few years ago. And yeah, it looks pretty good. Barbarian Prison Sex is a new song by Tool. Right? Yeah, so that's something to look about. I got something else too. A lot of you guys have probably seen this. Again, we were talking about animation in the beginning. Primal, that's always been on the tongue of the barbarian folk of late. Let's see here. So you're doing well. You cut your, yeah, I had to hack it off, man. It was just getting too hot, Every few years I grow it out and then I hack it off, So it's a lot cooler, man. A lot lighter as well right now. It's going to be coming in pretty gray though next time. Gray and white and silver. Yeah, no more blonde stuff. But yeah, let me show you guys. I got a special treat for you guys that haven't seen it. Most of you guys have seen it, but yeah, I gotta show you real quick. This is pretty badass for all you Howard fans out there. Look at this. Boom. I gotta keep dropping gears. It's like driving a stick shift over here. All right, let me full screen this. Boom, come back over here. Let me full screen this. All right, here we go. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. All right. Yeah, we're good. Good to go.
this secret of the Elephant Tower? Why, any fool knows that Yara the priest dwells there with the great jewel men call the Elephant's Heart. That is the secret of his magic.
Gotcha. So yeah, that dude, you know, busted that out. Alan Sigwin, give him a follow over on the Twitter. Let me minimize this real quick. That's badass. Let's see here if I can. Yeah, Alan. Let's see here. Alan Sigwin, yeah. So hopefully he makes more, man. I'm not sure. I think that was just like a test thing, but I'll put the link in the chat so you guys want to go follow him. You never know. He might be doing the next Conan cartoon someday. We don't know. I thought that was pretty badass. I think that the way he drew Conan in there too, he looked very, you know, just right off the street, just a straight up thug thief, and that's how it is at that time. You know, who knows how you would draw him or I would draw him at that time, but I thought it was appropriate. You know, he doesn't have all of the get up, just like a potato sack. You know, I think that if they did do a movie though, hey, what's up, Saboteur? Thanks for stopping by, bud. Hell yeah. I think if they did do a movie though, like I would just say like definitely like include that. I think they should do for the first movie they should do God in a Bowl, Tower of the Elephant, and Rogues in the House. I think all three of those like in that order. I would start the movie off just in the beginning, like Clue, like the mystery, the murder mystery, then go into Tower of the Elephant, which would be what you saw right there, and then the epic conclusion. You know, he gets arrested somehow and learns about the cardinal, the padre, and ends up going there and fighting Thack, and it just you got a really cool three-piece thief story, and that'd be a great way to introduce Conan to the world. If that was a movie, you know, if it was a TV show, that would be even better. I think HBO ultimately should be the home base for Conan, man. Totally. But yeah, those three stories would work great together. If they're going to do animated, I'd love to see it rotoscope. Rotoscope, I would like that too. You know, I think a lot of people though, like kind of are like me, where they like a lot of stuff, you know, and then a lot of people don't. They're very selective. Like me, I like I like this animation. This kind of looked a little bit kind of Disney, a little bit different than I don't want to say Disney, but it kind of reminded me a little bit, not much. But then you have like kind of like those old '90s style of like that cartooning. But I really like what Gindi does too. You know, I think that's great. And then what they did with Torgoth or Korgoth, that was fun. It's always good to see, you know, different people's styles, you know, flourish with barbarianism. You know, what Bosky did and Rosetta did with Fire and Ice, like the rotoscope you said, that looks badass too. Badass. So we have that. Let me clear that out a little bit. We got another book too I wanted to show you guys. A lot of books today. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of books today. If you guys haven't picked this one up, this is the Atlantean. If you guys don't know about it, you guys want to pick up some Cole stuff. This is it right here, man. This is one of the best comic books that's out right now. It's coming out three books a year, black and white. It's a large A4, I believe, magazine style format. And I'll show you a little trailer of it right here. Just I mean, a lot of you guys know about it, but a lot of you guys don't.
In the time before Atlantis sank, when the lands of this world were savage and untamed, one man would claim his destiny, seizing his place as a king. After defending his throne and learning the devastating truth of the Serpent Kingdom and its deadly cults, King Kull and his right hand rule the Spear Slayer, make a solemn vow to hunt down and destroy the hidden empire of these serpent demons. These are the tales of those journeys. This is the Atlantean. Tales inspired by the brilliance of Robert E. Howard, featuring his first barbarian characters as introduced in the pages of his classic tale, The Shadow Kingdom. Each volume contains beautifully painted covers and around 50 pages of original black and white art and story, featuring classic sword and sorcery adventures you don't want to miss. Join us on these epic adventures. Sign up now for news with the email list at russmeach.com. Bring your axe and prepare for battle.
So it's kind of cool right now, you know, like we have Savage Sword of Conan that's coming out every other month, and this is coming out about, you know, every quarter. So you're getting kind of like if you're on the up and up, you're kind of getting like 2 Savage Swords, you know, books throughout the year. Let's see here. If you back during the campaign, you get a sweet print of the cover. Russ and Randy are hitting a home run with the Atlantean. This I agree. You know, and it's always good too for, if you can. Obviously, we can't do it all the time, but if you guys could share the link. But if you could back the book now too, rather than getting it on like Amazon, it's always going to help fund the project. You know, because they always, especially these guys, man, they're writing and they're putting these out every, you know, again every 3 months. I'm sorry, 3 times a year. Yeah, it is great. I highly recommend them. I'm doing reviews on all of them. Hey, what's up, Dirk? Thanks for stopping by, man. Look at some of the campaign right here. That they got that good 111 backers, but you know, I like to see this book at like, you know, 200 baggers. You know, I'd like to see it up there like 10 G's. That would be, you know, that'd be awesome. But yeah, it's 50 plus pages. They're going to be tackling the story, the Mirrors of Tuzan Thun, which is a crazy like tale where very ethereal, like most of Howard's work. But you go to this mansion, it's just filled with mirrors, and he has to deal with this crazy wizard. I love the cover, the painted cover right here. This guy does phenomenal work. He does a lot of Conan, a lot of the European Conan the Barbarian stuff. I think it's from Spain or Italy, or maybe Portugal over there. I'm glad they put him up on the team. Here's the interiors. We're doing a lot of like these nice washes here. Very awesome. Yeah, man. It's looking great. Badass. You guys could pick everything up here on this campaign. You can catch up. And you're going to have backstories too with this new Barbarian chick right here. It's pretty cool. Should be starting to turn into a fan favorite. So yeah, come and check this out, guys. It's very affordable. This one's $15 plus shipping. It's a big, you know, big size book, guys, and you're gonna get that print you guys could put on your wall if you want to. You know what I mean? Put it in a frame or just, you know, put it on the wall. You know, put a pic in it. You know, we're so precious with everything we have all the time. You know, I'm not gonna wear this shirt. I'm not gonna wear these shoes, or I don't want to mess this comic up. But like, dude, you could die tomorrow. Like, have fun with stuff. You know, just do it. You know, live each day like it's your last, like Conan. Like that's what Conan would do. You know, if not, he's gonna be wandering around in the abyss of hell, of his hell. I forgot the name of his afterlife, but it's basically Helheim. You know, you just wander around. That's why Conan doesn't give a. That's why he goes around and he lives each day like that. You know, he's fighting, he's getting drunk, he's meeting the ladies, he's saving people, he's doing everything. You really do got to live like that. So get that extra print, guys. Post it up, you know, or frame it up. That's what I would recommend doing if you could. But yeah, go check this out. You know, Russ and Randy had them on the channel. Great guys. There we go. And then yeah, guys, I'm looking forward to all this stuff. Looking forward to the new He-Man movie. The new trailer dropped like a little bit ago. We were talking about that last week, and yeah, I was right. Skeletor does sound like Tim Curry, or you know, darkness. He's channeling his inner darkness. I'm hearing mixed reviews about it, or reactions from the people that did see it. They say it's a lot like Thor Ragnarok. Now, there's a lot of things that like I really don't like about Thor Ragnarok, like a lot of the humor and a lot of the, like, just combining all of these storylines into one. The way that Hela killed off the Warriors 3, there was no weight to it. I didn't feel anything. I should have been crying when they got killed. There was nothing there. So there's that. And then the whole Planet Hulk thing, they just jammed it into one movie. It should have been like 6 movies or 3 at least. But with that being said, it was still a fun movie. It was entertaining. You know, it was a real entertaining movie. I had a blast watching it the first time. But again, you have to weigh it with all the stuff on the scale. Like, yeah, I don't know. But if you're doing that with the He-Man movie, it's kind of like that in a way. You gotta please the 40 and 50-year-olds. We also got to bring in a new audience too, man. Oh, it's funny too because I went in there to Target to see if they had a He-Man, like the new He-Man toys for the boy, and they don't have any He-Man anything. I'm like, guys, what are you doing? You should be making a statement here. You have the movie coming out in 2 months. I'm like, are you guys getting any product in? And they're like, we're getting it in, probably next month or something. I'm like, damn, dude, you should have had your toys out here like 2 months ago. You got to build that whole thing. You got to put a back wall up, and they have a kin version of He-Man because Mattel makes both of them. Which is like whatever. Maybe the little girl wants to have He-Man. But I was thinking they could do a Barbie like that too, where she's like a barbarian Barbie, kind of barbarian Barbie. It's perfect. It rolls off the tongue. Then you merch all that shit on like the back wall and Target in the toy section. Tons of toys everywhere, dude. They would make a killing. I don't know what they're thinking, or when they're not thinking. You got to make a statement too when things come out, like merch wise. You got to really like blow it up big and put a lot of product out there on the floor. Let's see here. The He-Man toys are made by Barbie. Yeah, she's in there just grinding away. Let's see here. Have you seen the Blazing Blade of Frankenstein? I don't think so. Is that a movie or is that a toy? Is that one of the turtle ones? Because I know the turtles. There was a lot of turtle toys where they were doing the Kit Bash Ninja Turtles with the Universal Monsters. I thought that was pretty cool. I dug that. It's a comic. Oh, okay, cool. No, I love me some Frankenstein though, man. I'm always willing. Frankenstein, Dracula. I always like to check out new, movies, comics. I can never get enough of that stuff. They're just seminal, I want to show you guys the. Let's see here. Share the what's going on over here on the Ray front. You guys can make it out there this year. Robert E. Howard Foundation, guys. You guys can come check this out. We're trying to save the house. If you guys could donate any money, the house is a museum. They need to raise 100 G's. Probably gonna need about 150 though, but they're getting money from all over the place. The Lovecraft Society donated. I think they were able to raise like 15 or 20 grand last month, so that helped out a lot. But this Robert E. Howard, like there would be so much. He's responsible for the trickle down of so many different concepts and different types of storytelling, that wouldn't be around if it wasn't for him. He's an American icon, and he should be should be remembered and respected. So if you guys can try to donate some money to that. The house needs repairs. It's kind of bowing out on the bottom. It's like 100-something years old. So that's always good if you guys could do that. I'm gonna try to toss a couple bucks my way pretty soon too as well. And then they got Howard Days coming up across Plains, Texas. It's June 12th and 13th, and it's the pretty much just the Howard convention. You take a flight out to Dallas, and then you rent a car and you drive out 2 hours out to Cross Plains. So Howard Days returns to Cross Plains on June 12th through 13th as readers, scholars, collectors, and fans gather to celebrate the life and legacy of Robert E. Howard, hosted at the historic Robert E. Howard House and throughout the town of Cross Plains. Howard Days remains the annual international gathering dedicated to Howard's enduring influence. Let's see here. They're going to have 120-year anniversary of Robert E. Howard, so it's pretty big. Howard Days 2026 marks the 120th anniversary of his birth. So, and there's 40 years of Howard Days, so this has been around for 40 years now. So yeah, I definitely want to go check it out. Can't wait. 60 years of Conan the Adventurer. that famous cover right there that got everybody inspired by Conan. For me, it was Arnold Schwarzenegger. It was the cover to the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. I actually seen that before I seen this, and that was just a guy. He passed away too. That artist that was aping Frazetta, in which he did a great job. Been meaning to grab one of the those Godzilla versus books, but haven't got around to it yet. Let's see here. Greatest American author. You could make a case for it. preserving his house as a national treasure. Import. Yeah, it should be a national treasure, 100%. He's my favorite author for sure. Definitely, I put him above everybody. But yeah, come check this out, guys. I'll put the link in the chat. So if you guys want to go over there and just check it out, you can go there and look at all the new books he's got. Get a membership, you get 10% off, and you can pick up a lot of the books over here. You go to Robert E. Howard Press, and you're gonna get all the cool books. Look at this. Yeah. Fists of Iron, Blood and Thunder, tons of stuff. Western Tales. You got everything over here. Boxing Tales. You got horror. Cause he just really wrote everything. Yeah. You click on this link right here, this big one, and it'll take you to all the books. Breckenridge, Elkins. You got Conan in here. Tons of good stuff. Just go around and I'll leave one for the press for now. Let's see. It's press. I'll put press in there. So you guys can check that out. There's a bunch of books I'm going to pick up off there once I get the chance. Love having the book collection. Never get enough. And let's see here. Yeah. Actually, that took you right to the main site, so that could take you to I think it should take you right there. So, but yeah, guys, if you guys could go over there, check that out. If you want to toss a couple bucks over there, that'd be sick. I actually got one more book too that I saw, jumped up in my feed not too long ago. It's called Barbarians, from Conan to He-Man, and it's looks pretty cool. I definitely want to get one. It's just filled with essays and whatnot. Basically tailored to me, because I like barbarian stuff. The good, the bad, and the ugly, the trash. I like all of it. Let's go in there and make it a full screen. That way you guys can kind of see what we're dealing with here. So we got Barbarians, from Conan to He-Man. This is the English version. Okay, sharpen your axes and your two-handed swords after celebrating the post-apocalyptic genre with After the World Ends. Pulse Video is proud to present you with the brand new 256-page beautiful hardcover book by Claude Giard. It contains everything you need to explore Conan exploitation from top to bottom. The cinematic genre, also known as sword and sorcery, born out of after the success of John Milius's Conan the Barbarian, takes heroic fantasy at its backdrop, but above all, throws vengeful and muscular heroes in the mix. I would say Robert E. Howard, not Milius. Let me fix that. They often mute colossuses with a taste for personal justice that they more often than not delivered with a sword. Conan, Dar, Yor, Ator, Kane, and other barbarians of the 80s and 90s are at the core of the new book. So, but yeah, pretty much got it. It's just, it's Robert E. Howard, dude. That's where it came from, homie. There's that. Robert E. Howard in conjunction, with Rosetta and Milius and Arnie. So you got Deathstalker in there. Yeah, it's a perfect time to put this book out. Fire and Ice. Yeah. Dar. That's the Beastmaster. It's probably the French version or the Spanish. So yeah, I'll put a link in there. Let's see what else I can click on right here. At Conan. Boom. I love this stuff. I really do. Behind the scenes. I always love behind the scenes making of all that good stuff. Let's see. There's the okay, I'll put the link in there. So you guys go check that out. Barbarians. And I've been watching Thundar. I got one episode left. I thought I've been just kind of savoring it for a little bit. Been wanting to have that one cartoon left to watch, and then that's it. Then I'm going to finish off the Cartoon Network's He-Man. But then, if I'm not mistaken, I wanted to check and see I think that Conan the Adventurer is on Tubi right now, so I might have to just start watching that. And I started watching some of it. It's pretty good, actually. Let me check and see if it's on here, because they like to put it on here, then take it off, then put it on. You know. Let me go ahead and do a search on Tubi real quick. Not Conan O'Brien. Let's see. Nope, it's not on here. Someone told me, yeah. They only have the, they have Conan. I don't see it on here. Conan el Adventuro. So that's like the Ralph Moeller one, you know, in Spanish, pretty much. It'll come back around. We'll definitely cover it when it does. But yeah, it's not on there yet. Never seen Thundar, but let's see here. Could read a little bit. Never seen Thundar, but I am tempted to pick up Jason Aaron's new Dynamite title. Hard to find a #1 though already. Really? Yeah, I like it actually. I'm on number 3 now, so I'm going to be reading that. I think it's a great concept, you know. And then with the cartoon, you have all the Kirby stuff in there, you know. It's just very Kirby. Yeah, and it's proto He-Man, a little bit of He-Man, a little bit of Conan thrown in the mix. And now Korgoth, you know. It's anytime you do like the post-apocalyptic fall of civilization, and then, you know, 2,000 years later, you know, barbarians are around and there's science and sorcery. In a way you think of it though, like that's what Howard always talks about, is about the rise of barbarism over civilization. It always trumps it every single time, you know. That's what he would argue with I think Lovecraft about that a lot. And it makes sense though, man. You know, we're about to hit that right now. We're about to hit another what is it, a catastrophe, a cataclysm. Then we get wiped out. You know, that's what some say, that the why the giants got wiped out. You know, they're eating everybody, so God flooded the earth. But yeah, it's hard. It's hard trying to come up with the new sword and sorcery. You know, fantasy is one thing, but making a badass like barbarian like world, or just something like Howard did with Hyboria, you know, it's not easy, man. It's not easy. And just kind of what kind of fascinates me is that, like, a lot of people when they do Conan, when they do barbarians, they draw him exactly like Conan. they don't tweak nothing really. Like, but there's so many just like blatant, like, cool characters that I like too, but they don't change. They have the same bangs and everything. I'm like, switch it up a little bit, homie. He looks exactly like Conan, like exactly. Do something different. Give him, you know, I don't know. Do something. Then there's a lot too that do switch it up. You know, like Thundar doesn't look like Conan. I mean, he kind of does with blonde hair a little bit, but he was the first to get there. Say that before He-Man, you know. But there's a ton, dude. There's even that one in Conan or He-Man's universe that's like a Conan ripoff with the brown hair. There's so many good barbarian books. It's hard to get them all. 2 more books and CTB collection complete. A dozen for Savage Sword of Conan, and now I'm thinking about trying to get a full Warlord run. Yes, see, like Warlord's a perfect example, you know, and it's a great concept, you know. A fighter pilot goes to the Hollow Earth, you know, and there's ways you could still kind of pluck from Howard and Burroughs and things like that and do your own shit, but it's hard. But it's all about tweaking it right, you know. And it's, you know, like that's what I'm doing right now personally. I'm trying to create like a sword and sorcery, sword and stone and sorcery, you know. I mean, you get the stone and sorcery, like Skinbreaker. What Kirkman did with Skinbreaker, stone and sorcery. I thought that was really creative. It's a barbarian book, but it's on like pretty much a different planet or a different time. You know, you have these like kind of Jim Henson-esque kind of looking characters, but it's cool. Another one, Barbaric. That character Owen, he's got, you know, the big kind of Weapon X hair, kind of with the big gauges in his ears. He looks different. So, but yeah, barbarians are fun. I need to start reading the rest of the Kane books. Yeah, the Fall of Kane. Yeah, it's a great character by Wagner. Yeah, guys. But that's pretty much it, guys. You know, I usually do the show for 30 minutes to an hour. You know, probably gonna go get some sleep a little bit, work on some pages. Gonna be I'm going to be doing live some draw streams probably Wednesday, tomorrow night, and Thursday night. I'm going to be probably drawing HELWAR versus Lobo. Those are two barbarians, but they're they're a little too powerful. At a certain point, they you know, it's like you're a barbarian still, but you're like at like god tier level. So it's kind of it's like cheating. Yeah, Slain. Yeah, Slain's awesome, dude. Yeah, Slain is great. He's a very creative barbarian character. Yeah, I love that. I got the Slain book too, the big one, the anniversary one. You could really see the artwork so good in there. But yeah, love the barbarians, man. Can't get enough of them, man. It's just, you know, you bring it back to the primordial ooze with that, you know. But yeah, get out there, guys. Get out there, get some reading done. Have some tacos. It's Taco Tuesday. I know I don't know if I'm gonna be eating tacos today, but probably tomato soup. That with grilled cheese sandwiches. That sounds like homemade. What I'm gonna be doing. But thanks again for watching, guys. I hope you guys have an awesome week, and hopefully I'll see you around. If you can, tell people about HELWAR. It's going to be out for another month or so. Hopefully we could raise the funds. It should be able to, but you know, never you never know. And with that, I bid you farewell, and always remember to be bold, be brave, and roll the bone, snowy roll. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
On the side of man, the top is open, be advised, never sword. I start snowing, cold as stone, with my roots and red the sound, ready to grow. Will summon to weather the call of the old timers, and said my voice was heard. On the day, recall the game, a man with something together, and rather than against so we on the edge, we want to be free from random wrong. Again we remain.